Well, hello there, internet friends. It's Too Old for Gaming, and today we're playing another 10 versus 10 here on Shishedrin. I am playing the 4th Munty. For today's build is 4 Munty. We have 30 units of recon, which is pretty heavy duty. We've got the Kalarasi teams, who are, I think, very strong. A 10-man recon team with a sniper rifle. We then also have the Venatori Circetari, and they are a 5-man sniper team with a radio. So I'm bringing in 2 cards of those, one in Phase A, one in Phase B, and then we also are going to get the SDKFZ 250/9s, 12 of those in B, and then in C we get the veteran Kalarasi teams. For infantry, we've got 82 units. In Phase A, we'll get the VM Pioneeri leaders, the VM Pioneeri, 9 of those, and we'll get the Venatori de Munti. Those are some beefier squads with MG34s and Panzerfaust. In Phase B, we'll get the Infanteristi, which is a 10-man squad for 20 points instead of 30. We also get the Pioneer Assaults, 8 of those for 20 points, and we'll get some more leader cards, 6 of them. In Phase C, we'll get 27 cards of infantry 10-man teams, and we'll get actually, no, this is a separate infantry unit, the Venatori de Munti, which is a raider unit, 9 of those 12-man teams in Phase C, who are double vetted. For tanks, we get 29 units. They're all Panzer IVs. So Panzer IV-H across the board, with 4 of them being leaders. In terms of support, we've got 6 of the Breda field guns, a commander, and then in Phase B, we can get the Flame Panzer B2s, MG34s, 12 of them, and more supply and some supply trucks. For anti-tank, we've got the 7-man Panzerschreck teams, Pack 38, 6 of those in Phase A, and then in Phase B, we'll get 8 Martyr 2s and 5 Pack 40s, and if we make it all the way to Phase C, we've got the kind of weaker Pack 97 38s, 8 of those. For anti-air, not a whole lot available to us. We do have 6 of the 20mm anti-aircraft guns that are going to come in on the Hotchkiss double 50 caliber trucks. And then in Phase B, we get the Vickers 75. I don't think they're that great of a unit, to be honest. For artillery, we've got 81mm mortars in Phase A, along with some 75mm field guns that come with radios. Both the same price, fairly cheap at 60 points. We'll also be able to bring in a artillery commander in Phase B, and we'll be able to bring in 6 100mm howitzers, surprisingly effective. In Phase C, we get 12 more of the 75s if we need to bring them in. For air power, it's dated. We've got BF-109 G2s, which I think are awful. They don't do enough damage. The JRS 79B/1, we get 2 of those in Phase A, and then in Phase B, we'll get our recon planes for 50 points, the Blenheim Mark 1s. We also get 6 Ju-87 D3s that carry the 250 kilogram bomb. And if we are going up against enemy armor that's causing us lots of trouble, we can bring in the HS-129 B2 R2s, which our hero is assigned to. So let's get it started. And I'm coming in with the JRS 79 B1. I wanted to see if I could slow his trucks down by bombing the intersection with napalm. If you've played this game long enough, you've obviously seen it done with Ju-88s before. And I'm leaving it on neutral so you can see what's actually going to happen here. So it goes directly on the road. Doesn't affect force the 2 leaders out of their car, and these other guys get a little stressed, but nothing. So I don't know if that's just the weakness of the JR-79B/1 versus the Ju-88 bombers, or if they tone down the suppression so they don't actually get out of their trucks. So just wanted to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back over to my view. And so my goal here is to take the hill over in the center. I have a bunch of infantry that I was planning on setting up over here to prevent an attack coming through. And I was willing to risk about 100 points here and testing his lines. So I'd moved up an anti-tank team with a Panzerschreck and 2 Pioneering. But it doesn't look like any of the 10 members of the opposing team on the Allies decided to protect the center. So good news for me. I've already captured 2 flags, and our right flank has captured the 3rd. So making good progress here, less than 2 minutes into the game. Noticing that, I ended up just relocating all my trucks. I had 2 that had already gotten out, but the rest I just went ahead and took the initiative to move them forward as we had no opposition. Really just wanted to show you guys, if you do find a hole in the enemy sector, that take advantage of it. Don't sit back. So I had another 3 teams of infantry with Panzerschrecks I was bringing in as well. And then now that these 2 field guns are out, we've got to walk them up. So the AT will be there shortly. We do have a Breda AC-47, which I've talked about before, guys. These are great field guns. They fire very fast, and they have AP and HE rounds that I was able to walk right in. And you can walk them fairly... I thought they moved faster than the Pak-38. Yeah, it looks like he's moving faster. So you can move them around pretty quickly for a field gun. So over here in the village, my napalm not doing a whole lot to slow down the enemy, unfortunately. And if you guys end up watching through this game, you'll see that I do use the Romanian Air Force quite a bit. More often than I've used Air Forces in the past. If you find a gap in the enemy's anti-aircraft net, just take advantage. It took them a very long time to set up AA on the left flank here. So if they either are phase locked or they're not going to spend the points, just go ahead, keep buying aircraft and bombing them. So if you guys are, new to the game, still learning, just make sure you take the opportunities. You see that by me moving up, these guys felt confident enough to start moving their equipment up. And since there's nothing pushing back over here, this has been a long time. I mean, we're 4 minutes in. I'm just going to go ahead and take 3 teams and move them into the farm. So the JRS is coming back. You can see we got all these forcemen here. Let's see if that does anything this time. So it landed just behind him. So these bombers are point targets only, basically. You can't just lay a strip of them out. Looks like the off map coming in on our team over here. On the right flank, they've taken the village. They've got an IS-2 who's probably caused all of our issues, but we got a King Tiger. He's probably going to get bombed right now, though, unless this mobile wagon can push him off. And he does. So IS-2 does go down, I'm assuming, to the King Tiger. Here on our far right flank, it's a total disaster. They've taken the entire hilltop. So we had this flag for a second, but we just got pushed off. I saw the T-34-76 coming through here, so I moved my Pioneer back because I just assumed he was going to get caught out in the open. We've got both flags in the town. I did set up my own AA net here, so I've got the German 20mm cannons, and I brought them in on the Ford Hotchkiss trucks. So for 55 points, not too bad. They served me well in this match. If you can set up a new front line, I like to bring in a ton of support equipment. A static fire support. Once you've got it set up, once you get your infantry line set up, I brought in a ton. So we've got 2 field guns here. We've got a 3rd field gun coming in. We've got 2 50mm anti-tank guns. We'll bring more of those in. We've got our Pioneer exploring the front to push the line and grab the flag here. We've got our sniper team giving us overwatch. Our leader here giving veterancy to people. And we're doing all right. Now, an off map here could definitely make it a rough day for us, but if we can keep them far enough back, you won't be able to call it in. So another recon vehicle spotting us out here, but we do get into cover. Still maintaining the flag down here in the valley. And we've got the Pupshins coming up, which could ambush quite well. Bringing in additional anti-aircraft. I only had one gun initially here to help protect the town. I'm bringing in another 20mm. I'll bring in some more as well. If that was really, really risky, I could keep walking these guys up, but I didn't think it was worth it. We're too early in here. So really bottled up back here due to the off-map fire. I'm bringing in another leader as well to reinforce the area, but we do have a pioneer leader from the team giving us some veterancy up here, and we also have a Pac 40. So we've got our 3 field guns here. We've got the Pac 38, Pac 40. We've got another Pac 38 moving in. Anti-aircraft, so really tons of stuff up here. Definitely a risk, but she's not really going to take it back unless he's dumping rockets all over us and then rushing in with tanks. Sniper team dueling snipers over here, but the Guerrilla probably going to make quick work. Nope. Alright, so the JRS coming back in. I got 2 of them now. Wasn't quite sure how effective they are. So we're going to try and bomb them one more time. So right on the trucks. We get one. The other 2 slip through. So now that we have a ton of equipment up here, I'm going to start spacing out a bit. We're going to move a field gun over here to provide fire support on the town. And then we'll move this Pac 50 over there as well. And we'll keep pushing that front line up. You can see our front line's all the way back here right now. So we're at a 1750. We're actually losing right now, because we just lost this flag. There's a whole platoon coming in. They took out 1 truck with the Stug. Smoke's dropping. Ooh, big rush here of enemy tanks. And it looks like we've got a single Panzer IV who's getting artillery and some L6s. There's an 88 here in a terrible position, and a Stug 3 here is pretty well set up. Still pushed out of the town. Our team over here needs to get rid of that machine gun with their IG-33 and then rush into the town. So I'm moving up that sniper team. They have a Panzerfaust in case a tank comes in close. But I just wanted to try to get visuals on what's up over here. 2 SG-43s over here, pinning down these Pioneer. We've got 3 MG-42s coming in, though. So the AC-47 almost in position. Pac 38 AC coming down the hill. And these guys have the APCR for those rounds to start with, so not much, but they can penetrate 150 millimeters. That's really good. I don't know what the distance is, though. Let's check that really quick. 1,000. That's actually pretty good. Pac 40 in position to fire on this IS-1. Just bouncing off the front. Enemy did end up spotting my 50mm AT gun out in the open here. I put this guy in return fire because I didn't want him firing at infantry until we were in position. I didn't bother with the 50mm since they're only AP. So I had 2 more I was bringing in. I wanted to set up a new defensive line up here. There's the rockets. It's a lot of rockets. One round landed right on our Pack 38. So we've got 3 Pack 38s here, two firing, but we've got a sniper team slowly killing off our men fielding the gun. And the IS-1 just impenetrable. One goes down. And I manually redirect this Pack 38 onto the T-34-76 because I know we can kill that, right? There's no problem killing him off. And we got 1 penetration, but the snipers again take us down. So the Breda AC-47 pinning down these DP-28 teams here, along with the ZB-24 IOR. We've got the JRS units back in position here to firebomb the enemy veteran teams. Let's see what we do to these AB rifles. There's another team over here, obviously. So, again, not super impressive. We took out half the squad and forced them off. Pack 38 in position to fire on this T-34. Gets him. Pack 40 ends up pushing back the IS-1, who's causing us problems. Got a field gun here, dueling our field gun, but we're getting T-34 fire as well, so probably going to lose here. Sniper team helping us out, though. 3 men left on that one. So 3-3. Rate of fire is 20 rounds a minute, which is insane, and that's 12. So we should be able to kill him off, and we do, but unfortunately our AT gun is killed off, and our sniper team's almost fully suppressed, but the field gun was a big problem. Osnas here dueling our sniper team, and we're starting to take quite a few casualties. Pack 40 out in the open, hill pression issue. So he can't get his shot off. I really wish they would make it an automatic function to like have it keep walking forward until it shoots. So sniper team is wiped. We still have our pioneer here, but too many units to hold the flag. We've got our field gun and AT gun set up here and a recon vehicle. And I'm bringing in 3 MG-34s to reinforce up here. In the town, it's still a grudge match. We're bringing in another platoon. Over here on the right, we have total collapse. To be honest, it'd be worth just falling back and defending over here, because this whole side of the river is down. 15-17, with the enemy still in the lead here. Would like to, when we've got the town now, so they did end up moving up, capturing the town. It's going to be really hard to push us out of there without an off map or lots of rocket fire.
Please, don't shoot.
5 minutes left to go here in Phase B. Got a platoon. We got lots of infantry heading in this way. I did bring in the OB M1934. These are... You'll see. I was very surprised at the effectiveness of these units in the game. I'm going to go ahead and just bomb right ahead of his trucks here. Well, I thought I'd be ahead of his trucks. We got 1 round off. I just want to see where it lands. Probably going to land way behind him. Pioneering team, though, spotting those trucks. Not enough to get them out early. So, where's my JU? Alright, so I got a JU-88 coming in with a 250 kilogram bomb. I tried dropping that right on this T-34. Unfortunately, we missed. See what the JRS does. I mean, let's be honest, guys. How often do you see a JRS in this match? In a 10v10, probably never. So we pinned this one squad and took out a few men. The reason you don't see them is they're not that good. And we've got free control of the air over here. We even got a Ju-88 just listing around up here. MG-34 now in position to do what it does, along with the Breda AC-47. Getting instant suppression on these guys, and the 100mm rounds still dropping on them. I'm bringing in some Martyr 2s because we're facing some heavier tanks, 190mm of penetration with their APCR. And now we got an IL-2 M3 coming in. Good thing I put in these 20 mils, right? We got 2 of them right here. And we've got that dual Hotchkiss truck. So we managed to force him off. And I did bring up another one over here, the Hotchkiss. So I don't think we saw it. I hitched the 50mm AT gun to the Hotchkiss truck to bring him over faster.
Don't shoot.
So any attempts in moving forward here are just getting stopped. We still have the town. We lost our recon vehicle up here, probably to this M10. So enemy with beefy squads back here, but not able to break through our lines. Again, really needs artillery to do that. Elite commandos getting stuck out here in the swamp. Not a great place to be. Probably worth pulling those back. Is this Claire spotting them? Counter rocket fire over here. Not sure if he was going for anti-aircraft or the enemy's Katusha trucks. Got another Ju-88 coming in, so I'm gonna try and bring them in pairs. These are 65 points, and the reason they're 65 points is they're not awesome. But it's something. Let's see if we can take out a team here. Can't see anybody, though. I didn't even see the bomb go off there. He did bring in the JRS again, and now he's getting mad at me. So he's bringing in these Seafires to try and shoot down my planes. We've got a 20 mil and a 20 mil truck here, so he pulls them off before this guy's getting killed. Brought in another Ju-88 here and bombed him because we have no anti-aircraft over here. Apparently, my harassing fire, not enough to concern them to spend the points on anti-aircraft. So I guess that's one of the good things about these units. So it looks like our team is going to try and push the line back. We're at a 16-16 now, even though they've cleared us out over here. JRS starting to take fire from this 37, but we get away. I'm going to move up a squad with them. These are good-sized squads, 12 men, 2 submachine guns, 2 MG-34s, and 8 riflemen. They get 25 points, too? No, 30 points. They get a Raider trait, too. So, Pack 38 spotting the M10, but not able to penetrate. That seems a bit odd. M10 tank destroyer has 75 mils of frontal armor. And we can penetrate 100, so why are we bouncing? And he goes down.
Please, don't shoot.
You get a little bit of fire support from the 37mm gun on this half-track. just missed getting hit here. I saw the dirt fly up. So these guys have the 14.5 PTRD. So our squad is now into the woods, and the Pioneer area are as well. Continuing to push the enemy back. Could use some tanks. I called in a Panzer IV leader and more anti-aircraft as I saw the enemy starting to bring in those Hellcats. Pioneer do get pinned down by these Shrapniki. 3 DPs in each squad. I mean, 6 DP machine guns, it's a lot to go up against, and he's just below the ridge here. So I couldn't see him. We're going to redirect our 100 mil fire on those 2 squads here. So I have brought in 3 and an artillery commander. Starting out with 40 shells. This guy, though, running low at 8 rounds a minute. Can burn through ammo fairly quickly here. Sniper team must have pinned us down. Either that or the triple DPs. Never fear. The Romanian Air Force is back in. Let's see if we can napalm bomb the sniper team. That was sad. It didn't even wound the guys. It was a direct hit. Let's see if the Ju-88 can do any better. Still tracking. So this Ju-88 ends up taking out the 2 men there. It feels like that should have been a good hit. So I do have Pack 40, so I'm bringing one in over here to give us that extra range to cover the road, and I will bring in reconnaissance as well. So I've got a recon team. These sniper teams, it's either a 2 or 3 man team, they have a radio, so I can extend our radio range pretty much to the edge of the map if we get up close enough. So we're now at a 1913. It's quite the change of events here for the match, because it looks like we've gotten the town and then some, and we've got this intersection, even though we're basically pushed back over here. So again, probably would make sense to put all your infantry in these houses. AT guns up here. Machine gun nest, probably somewhere over here. Anyways. So I do have the Blenheim Mark 1s to spot for the team here. These are 50 points. I'm guessing the Romanians bought these before the war? So we do end up spotting an 81 back here, so I brought in some Ju-88s to try to knock him out. So as you can see over here in the bottom left, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Ju-88s now and 1 JRS. I've moved up a Panzer IV leader to help support these guys. Give them some more fire support because their units got wiped out. Just too many DP-28s. So we got beat to the punch here. Rocket fire ending up killing off that mortar half-track before we could. Just spotted a 127. Spitfire's coming back in to try and take us down. I did see this 120 over here. Blenheim does go down to the Spitfire, and that's... I feel like these are definitely more effective. Those are the Ju-88 bombers. So we did drop a 250 kilogram bomb on this 120 mil that was empty and knocked him out. So, dealing with some T-34s here, a lot of infantry bottled up back there. Looks like we might have lost another aircraft. Like everyone took fire that time and is being repaired. So, I've got a leader here to give these guys veterancy so I can stay on target. And I'm moving... Sorry, it was a 5-man sniper team. That's a pretty beefy sniper team. Definitely a good pick. So I'm going to move these guys up. And we can see basically to the edge here and extend that radio. Because if I click on my unit over here, once he gets down there, you're going to see that ring is going to keep extending. Spotted that he had a lot of infantry over here. So I'm dropping napalm on his position if we don't get pushed off by this 25 mil. And we get it off. And we pin some of his guys, so that was good. But again, these are nothing like the German ones. Looks like we destroyed a car over here. Enemy trying to be a bit aggressive. We do lose that napalm bomber. After noticing the 25 mil, I've redirected my artillery in that direction. And because I wanted to maintain radio presence, I put these guys on return fire. Pack 40 in range to hit the crocodile. It's my thoughts that he doesn't know I have this equipment here. So if your enemy is unaware of your AT guns, this is probably the only time I would put them on efficient shot. So I put him on 20% efficiency because I go, if he doesn't know I'm here, why would I start firing when I'm not gonna have a decent odds of penetrating? I'll just wait till we get a little closer and let the rounds go off. So, bring the one nice thing about these planes, even though they're not great, is that they reload fast. So we just took out a Bedford too. So he brought in a Bofors, which is definitely making quick work of us. I spotted. Yeah, and he's got several AA guns now. So it takes out a Ju-87. Panzer, we're starting to push these guys off. You can tell he's still got guys down here, though, right? I did bring in a Commandant. You can see we've got a lot of triple vetted stuff now. These Panzer 4Hs, they sure feel slow. It's 39 kilometers an hour, but they always seem to take forever to get to the front line. The Marder 2s, yeah, they're about the same speed. We've got a platoon of Su-85s over here dueling with the Jagdpanzer and a Panther. Looks like they're starting to go down. We killed off a Shrapniki team, and we flipped the flag. So it's 22-10. And shortly here we'll be getting this flag. So enemy team had a ton of focus on getting our right flank, which they did a great job on. Look at all this equipment over here, though. It's all stuck here because of the river. So, and this guy's just spending his money on off-map instead of trying to get boots on the ground to push back into the town. So 23-9, 7 minutes to go. I now have my sniper team in the spot I want them in, and you can see our ring is all the way back here, so our artillery fire should be accurate from the entire team. I'm going to try and take out this Crusader. I'd like to keep bringing in planes, because it's been fun. And these guys have armor, so a bit harder to kill off. We're getting counter-batteried now. So we haven't lost a unit yet, but that round came real close. Lots of infantry stuck back here on the other side. And we're just off this flag again because our tank got knocked out. So, given the fact that this is mostly clear, just like the beginning of the match, keep moving your stuff up. So I'm moving my Pack 40 in here to cut off reinforcements. We're going to move the field gun up, the Pack 38, and then the leader to provide extra veterancy to them so they shoot faster and more on target. We did spot this Morris car back here. Unfortunately, he has a little bit of armor, so my sniper team won't be able to kill him with the 10mm armored plate. Tons of guys just stuck here. Too bad we don't have any rockets to fire at him right now, or these 150s should be firing right here. And he's shooting at a field gun or something up here, but I would just... You get so many kills on this. So JU-88s are back in with the JRS, and again, noticing the opportunity here, I am bringing in everyone to strike this position. So let's see what happens. That team got cut in half, I think. So, it looks like we got them all to fall back and wounded, but didn't kill any of the units, so not going to show up on the scoreboard. But definitely stopped his rush from coming into the town here. Stuff 42 back here, dueling a 17-pounder, not a wise move, but the Pack 40 now in position to see this Wolverine. Should be able to take him down if we can land a shot. Spitfire's chasing down my recon plane, do end up knocking him out. But Panzer IV up here, slightly hidden, but able to see him as he tries walking down. I put all these guys on defensive fire for that area after I moved them. As you can see, I was starting to get hit. We've got a decent amount of artillery back here, though. Lots of targets for the enemy to choose from. 4 minutes to go if you're still hanging tight with me. IL-2s. Take out the Pack 40. Might lose one, though. Willie's is destroyed, probably before he could get his off-map going. To try to take him out, I took these guys off return fire, so they're going to start taking Sherman fire here. But it looks like he's spotting the Breda 47, so I got to push him back out. It looks like he... Before he knew he was going to die, so he dropped it, like, right here. We, for some reason, have 105s at the front line. These guys have anti-tank rounds? I can't see. Sherman gets killed off by the Pack 40 down here. So these guys still back hiding. Still dueling over this flag here down in the valley. But I've got my squad of Panzer IVs up here. And these guys aren't going anywhere. So, team doing an awesome job. Look at this. They've managed to hook around all the units that are down here and take the flag on the hill. You don't see that very often. That's kind of awesome. So, front line here still holding, but using the Elephant and a ton of Sturm shoots in to push through. So, if this match went longer, because we've got 24 minutes remaining, I brought in a recon team. We're going to push this recon team up here, and then start moving equipment through and kind of hooking like they did over there. Put an attack beacon on this. We got 2 minutes left. Let's just kind of move everything forward. I did bring in 81s, which we didn't talk about earlier, and set them on defensive fire for this area. So yeah, he's got these, yeah, they don't have any anti-tank rounds. That was funny. More off-map, so... IS-2 here, though, gonna cause issues. This might be the same sniper team which we bombed and napalmed. We did finally spot these Shrapniki down here. Finally taking casualties. So we can kill them off before the timer runs out here. We might have gotten them. So Shrapniki pin, we're gonna flip this flag right before the end, so 22-10. 22-10, look at our points bar. We've got 80% of it left. And that was with losing our right flank, so... And push back into the town. And we're off of the farm up here, but still 22-10 because we pushed them completely off this side of the map. At the end, I just started running JU-87s. We just lost one. We're probably going to lose some more, but nope, that was it. So a minor victory, which is really surprising to me since we had so many objectives and so many, our bar was so full. Anyways, let's take a look at things here. So had some players really put the hurt on them. When I look at our score here for the Romanians, it doesn't look that impressive, but we took the center of the map and we did a lot of damage and support for the team around the map. Let's take a look at what we actually killed. Our field gun, 50 mil. We actually got a bar team with that recon car. Sniper team took out that field gun we saw. The 100 mil. Excellent job. JU-87s each took out one unit. Panzer IV leader down and near the flag took out a few. And then 100 mils again. So surprising amount of kills from our 100 millimeter field gun or howitzers. In terms of losses, that one sniper team took out our two guns that were kind of in the open, and then we lost another to that IS-1, which we had trouble penetrating. We lost a field gun to that T-34 and the Pioneer down in the valley, and then a lot of one-off stuff. The Spitfires took out a couple planes. The 37 took out a plane. Crusader at the end took out that JU-87, another Spitfire. So a lot of air losses for us at the end. Overall, only had 5% of the kills, which is pretty surprising. I would say, though, I feel like we did quite a bit of damage and really moved the line on the map. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.